Right, so welcome to episode 66 of the Bach and Arthur podcast.
Oh, I can't wait for the next one.
3 away from an epic pod.
Oh, you're still on that? You're still on that one, huh? Dinner for two. I'm on the other one.
Dinner for two.
Crazy.
Ménage à deux, s'il vous plaît.
What you been up to anyway?
Uh,
Loudest sock of spit ever. Oh my God.
SMT, isn't that it? The abbreviation, suck my teeth?
No, kiss my teeth.
Oh, KMT.
Suck my teeth. If you said that, it's like, oh, suck my teeth, bro.
And I'm disappointed at SMTs in the chats, boys.
Actually, I'm sucking all your teeth. That's mad.
So, let me let you into a little bit of my life.
All right. We'll come on in.
For as long as I can remember,
Like 50
I've
years.
been so stupid when it comes to games. So you know, like Simon Among Us was notoriously really bad at it.
Yeah,
When I play horror games, I always be missing shit.
yeah.
Started obviously doing them on stream now. For sometimes it works.
For sometimes.
See, I'm thinking
it
about
works.
gaming and I've become stupid again. No, I did an Anomaly. Have you ever played an Anomaly horror game?
Yeah,
Yeah, where
not well. Yeah.
where you've got to like survive rounds. Wait, is that what Shawarma Kiosk is?
Yeah, but I didn't realise, and I had no idea what an Anomaly game was.
No way. I actually brought this up without thinking about it. You've just dropped an Anomaly horror with Liv.
And just fucking...
And it banged, right?
Yeah, but had no idea how to play. Played the whole game with a light switch off, and then realised halfway through there was a light switch. Just a mess, really was a mess.
I have to say, I watched the whole thing quite
Did
happily.
you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
No
It was,
way.
But what is an anomaly?
Yeah, can
However
you
you
tell
say
me
it.
what an Anomaly game is then? Because I've got no idea what it actually is.
So the idea is that there are rounds and you identify anomalies.
Right.
Let me give you an example of one we could make here. That's the entrance to the podcast studio. That's the exit. Your character would come in here and you look around and you go, everything's either normal or there's an anomaly. So let's say you were looking around, everything looks normal, and you read that and you were like, oh, I remember that used to say circuit. But instead it said like,
Something funny.
Balthazar, like, oh, you know, he's coming to kill you or something. Or you look up there and like one of the planets has exploded. Or
Yeah.
I mean, this is a bit of a weird set, so harder to do it in.
Yeah.
But essentially, the point is you're looking out for anomalies, something that's different, something that's anomalous. Most of them are based around roughly eight rounds. So there's a really iconic one called Exit 8. I spoke about it in Japan briefly. Have you seen Exit 8?
Yeah, I heard you talk about this.
Because they've just turned this into a movie. It's a really cool idea. So you're walking through like a subway station, the metro in Japan.
Yeah.
And yeah, essentially like you've got to go forward. You've got to go around the corner if everything's normal, but you've got to turn back on yourself if something's different.
Right.
So you'll be walking down and all of a sudden like you'll look at the poster and there'll be like eyes inside the poster that are following you. Or like a man will walk past and then it will just start sprinting, or the more extreme ones where it's in a rush, like it will start flooding with water and you've got to make it out. So the idea is every round you've got to go, is there an anomaly? If yes, do something. If no, do something else.
Okay.
And so,
So
what's
that's how it works.
Shawarma Kiosk about?
So people come in and you serve them shawarma.
Yeah.
I didn't, but there was some really weird people turning up and I was serving all of them. I think you just don't serve the anomalies.
Right. Okay.
I served everything that showed up.
Right.
Everything. And this thing kept growing in the corner, but we couldn't see it because my light is behind my monitor. And because it was a dark area, I just couldn't see anything grow. It's like this dark figure growing in the corner.
Oh.
Honestly, terrifying.
Really?
It was like the classic of like, you know, when I'm doing that face, like
Yeah.
really got me. It was
Really
funny.
got
It's
you.
funny watching Liv's version of that, which is just,
She's quite jumpy as well, isn't she?
yeah, she just,
Yeah.
yeah, if I would jump, even if something would send me, she would then go, don't. But yeah, I didn't understand. I should have read the rules before doing it, but it was probably more entertaining me not knowing the game before playing it anyway.
Yeah, I was thinking you get a real big mix of people who are like, I find it so funny how much obvious stuff you miss. And some people get really heated and are like, this was an impossible watch.
Yeah,
And this
yeah.
was really tough to
Yeah.
watch through. And so I was like, oh, at least now when I'm on live, I can be like, you know, say for example, that thing was going in the corner, you can be, chat will start going.
Yeah, they'll tell
You've missed
you.
it, which is helpful. So I played an Anomaly game and I was like, it's quite nice. I just had chat helping me. But I played Minecraft horror mode I
There's a
played.
Minecraft horror
So you
mode.
can, Minecraft mods. I've never used them before. I did it for this stream,
Mm.
and there's a horror mod where like there's this thing called the entity. It is like
Oh
chasing
God,
you,
that's
and you've got a brain thing. So alongside your food and your health, you've got a brain, and you're slowly becoming more insane. And everything gets grey, and you start losing it. You can't sleep. All this kind of stuff. It's really interesting. But I've never played Minecraft without the little recipe book built in.
Oh.
And the mod
yeah.
didn't. And so every time I tried to build something, I had to Google the recipe for it.
Right.
And even with chat helping me,
It was just
that's so hard with
impossible,
chat because
yeah.
they're like one wooden stick in the middle, one above that, and then 3 things along the top. It was incredibly slow.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, maybe I'm too hunk for games now.
No, you're good on your meta quest.
Oh yeah, that's
Give
true.
yourself some grace, you know.
That is true.
Unk needs to be the controller to be able to play now.
Now, you know what? Walkabout mini golf I'm getting so good at.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I can imagine you'd be good at that.
Yeah.
And I bet it looks even cooler from the outside than it does in the world. It's you.
Nailed it.
Sweet shot. Woo. Just in your office.
Why did I bring that up? There was
Um,
something I was going to say to do with
you
it.
said, let me let you into a little bit of my life, and then you told me about that.
I'm sure it was going somewhere.
Can I ask actually for walkabout mini golf?
Oh yeah.
Do you play by yourself?
Yeah. Well, obviously my little sisters have it, but they don't play MetaQuest as much as I'd like. So sometimes I'll just go,
As much as I'd like.
what's wrong with that?
They need to be on that more.
I was
Stop going outside.
I was with Chris on Friday night, and I had a passion 10-minute speech going like, because there's essentially one level that's like Rivendell and Lord of the Rings.
Mm.
And it's just so peaceful. Like if I've had a stressful day and I hit Rivendell on that little golf course, it's so peaceful. The music is lovely. You're walking around. There's this beautiful like oak building. Do you know what Rivendell looks like?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's like an old, almost like rainforesty, big waterfall, lots
Did you
of
get
greenery
him to try
around.
it if you did a passion speech?
No, I haven't gotten to try it, but I was like, you've got to get a MetaQuest so we can play.
Yeah.
So
So
hopefully
you're
well.
working on it.
But you can play online. You can find leagues and stuff, and there are discords for it. Or you can like wait around in a world, but I find that too weird. It's too awkward.
Have you considered playing golf in real life?
Yeah, too slow. I've played a
Really?
few times. We played for Harry's birthday
Yeah.
last year. We went out to like a golf. I think it was actually the same one as where we stayed for the Sunday charity match.
Yeah.
Same spot. And it's fun, but it's just a bit long. It's like
Really?
4 or 5 hours of it.
Yeah. I
and I
think
guess
you'd
you
like
could
it
do
because you're in
shorter
nature.
ones.
Maybe you'd enjoy, maybe you pick the right course.
It is in
less
nature,
people.
but it's not my kind
Not
of
yours
nature.
thing.
That
You want to be in Rivendell.
yeah, I want to be in Rivendell.
Fair.
And like, there's a lot of cool stuff. I actually I haven't told him about it, but there's a dinosaur one as well. And like, you'll climb up this giant treehouse, and there's this giant sauropod going near the edge of the thing, and you've got to like chip it off this little ramp into its mouth.
That's
So it's
funny.
bloody great.
So you're saving that part for another speech when you really
Yeah,
need to
if I
win him
really-
over.
if I
You're
hadn't
like,
sold it.
right, I was keeping something up my sleeve, but
Actually,
you forced my
the
hand.
reason why I asked is because I had to defend you the other day.
Oh.
Because we were doing like, we were talking about how we could talk about moments of togetherness for a campaign we've got coming
Oof.
up. And they were saying, oh yeah, because you wouldn't play like a round of walkabout mini golf by yourself. And I was like, hang on a second.
I would.
That's true.
Hang on. Guilty as charged.
But I also play rounds of golf by myself, actual golf.
Do
by
you?
myself. Yeah, I have done before.
Yeah, it's
so
quite peaceful.
very.
Especially, I mean, with this thing, there's relaxing music. It's mini golf, so it's quite fast paced.
Mm.
Like you're not hitting a drive and then walking for 5 minutes or sitting in a golf buggy
Yeah.
alone with your thoughts.
I actually played foot golf at the weekend.
No way. How
I
was
love
it?
foot golf. And I was thinking, me and my mates were playing, and we all grew up playing football. Now, this might come across as disrespectful, but I'm so sure I could go pro in foot golf. I'm so sure.
Really?
It's just like if you can play
It might
football.
be a niche enough sport for you to do that.
Yeah, if you can play, and I've seen the pros do it, and I'm like, I know I can do that.
Well, you know what you should do? You should go to a course, find out what the like best
Yeah,
score is.
and just get good at that
And
course.
see
And
if
if I
you
can
can
do it,
get
then
it.
it's probably
Because if they're going
doable.
like 10 under par across 18 holes,
yeah.
and you're doing it 20 above par, you're like, right, I'm not even close.
Mm,
But if you're like, oh, I'm 4 under.
yeah.
If I train, I could actually do this.
I reckon I could. You know, maybe I'll just get training for.
You ever see that like like someone will do something on TikTok and it'll kind of look easy and you're like, guess what my ego says? And
Yeah.
like loads of people, sometimes you do watch things, you're like, I swear I could do that.
Yeah, but
It's
this
never
one
as easy
genuinely.
as it
But
looks.
this one, because we were doing
Like
it,
Anomaly
I was
games.
like-
Never as easy as
yeah,
it
no,
looks.
that's true. That is true. But yeah, no, I think that is an area where maybe I need to put some time into that. I wonder what the winnings are like. Winnings money. Maybe I quit YouTube and just go full in on that. And I went to this it's like a pub type thing. And you would love this. I was looking over this because we were on like a higher level, on like a mezzanine, and you could look over. And there was this lady with what looked like, I was like, that's got to be a ferret, but it kind of looks like a skunk. What? But it has to, there's no way. Because you do sometimes see people in the countryside just out with ferrets. Like,
Yeah.
weird. And then they caught us looking. They're like, come down, come down. So we came down. She had 2 skunks with her in the pub.
No way.
And she let us hold them and everything. We can put a photo in because they were so cute.
Were they?
Adorable.
Were you not worried they were going to spray on you?
No, apparently she does it all the time. She'll turn up with skunks. She'll start talking to you, give her her skunk. And the skunks are absolutely, they just sleep in you.
That's
and then
adorable.
while she just chats.
That is quite
She
cute.
was lovely and the skunks were so nice.
Did you
would
ask about
actually
the butt
love
spray?
it. I didn't really. I felt like I couldn't talk about that.
Did you get any contact details?
No, but she's around the. I could find her. I'm sure I could find her again.
'Cause you know-
it's just a side quest. You can find her.
That's adorable, but you know what we soft launched so we could so use her for?
What?
We smelled like shit for 24 hours.
Oh, shit. Mate, that's actually so true. Use the real deal, not the liquid shart or whatever
Yeah.
it's called. We actually just get a
Get
skunk
skunks
spray.
to fuck us
Part
up.
of me was wondering, I wonder if domesticated skunks have that gland removed or something, or if they're just so chill that they don't need it. Because they
Yeah, it's
genuinely,
like a
like,
defense
she
mechanism, isn't
like
it?
handed it over and the thing was literally just like asleep there. And they're so soft. and
Are
cute.
they?
They're not like wiry hair. It's like really soft hair.
No
Like
way.
a soft dog. So cute.
That is really cute.
Adorable. Now, I understand why people get like those kind of exotic pets. Because it's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Walking around with a little skunk.
I really want some sugar gliders for that exact reason. They're
I
just
had a
like,
friend who had sugar gliders.
no way. Did you actually?
Yeah, they were so cute.
Yeah, adorable.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. I don't know what do you keep it in?
Quite big cages,
Mm.
really big cages, but they're very like cuddly, and you can't keep one because they're very social. So they're always like tucked up, like snuggling each other,
Yeah.
having a good time.
Yeah. I think his was
You
in
bring them out a
shed.
lot
Yeah.
in a shed. That would probably make sense as well.
Yeah.
So quite big.
They are
But
adorable.
they eat like fruit and stuff, so their poop doesn't smell as bad as other.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
similar
they eat
animals.
like fucking shit.
And
They eat
obviously,
fruit. Oh,
you know,
nice.
you can because you must have seen Winston and Rose or whatever on TikTok, right?
I don't think I have.
It's this guy, like, he's got really big following, like millions of followers, and he'll like go to the mall and both of them will be like on his
Oh,
shoulders,
just on the shoulder.
and he wears a hoodie and they like go inside the pouch, but because they're like with a hamster, right? If you take a hamster or a guinea pig or something to the park and put it down, you're never seeing that thing again.
No,
It'll
they
run
get-
away and it does not care. With sugar gliders, people take them to the park.
Throw 'em.
NFL launch them, and because they're like flying squirrels, they've
Fly
got the same
back.
thing. They fly back and you catch them, and like you can.
Way better than a boomerang.
So cute, yeah, exactly. Which didn't work for us at all in Australia, did it?
No, it didn't. Just
Apparently, we were
kept
throwing
going.
it backwards. You know, throwing it the wrong
Yeah, I
way.
saw people saying that.
Although we definitely got an ornamental one.
Yeah, that I don't think those ones can be used,
No.
but maybe technique would say
Yeah.
otherwise. So the sugar gliders genuinely love you, like
They love
because
you.
like a
Yeah,
hamster, like you said, doesn't really care.
yeah,
wants
they're like
food.
dogs. They're really affectionate.
Wow, I wonder what it is.
They
in
like,
the
love
brain
to
that-
like snuggle. I think it's just like the way they're because like with hamsters, they're solitary animals in the wild.
Right.
Like anyone else on their turf, even their sexual partner,
Mm.
they'll kill them. Like they'll sort of like meet
death.
and they don't like live in pairs or anything. Whereas sugar gliders in nature live in communities and they love snuggling and stuff.
Wow.
So
Well, I
it's a bit
actually,
like that.
I had gerbils and one of them killed the other one
Yeah,
and then ate it.
that's brutal. I actually saw a TikTok of a hamster and she kept bringing her baby on the running wheel with her and it would like spin around and fly off. And then everyone was like, this is so cute. And someone was like, by the way, this is very much mum trying to kill the baby. I
Oh.
was saying this is a really cute TikTok.
Oh,
It's
God.
not.
Just my spit.
It's an awful way to go as well. This poor thing
Yeah,
getting
that
flung
is
about.
awful. But on the topic of little furry animals,
hmm
hedgehogs are going extinct. How's that for a segue?
That's actually a great segue.
Is that
Well-
the right order? Should I have spoken about something
Yes,
else?
great segue. Oh no, the hedgehogs are fucking dying.
Oh shit! Yeah, the spiky pricks are finally getting it. So
I actually, when I was really young, had a pet hedgehog for like a day.
was it like a little injured one you put in a?
One got injured. There were loads around where I
So
used to live
cute.
in St. Brellards.
Yeah.
And picked it up, put it in a little cardboard box. I was so young. Gave it lettuce and milk and stuff.
From
they're
your
actually,
teeth.
they're actually mad cute. You ever seen them in like
Adorable.
having a bath in a sink?
Yeah,
They're so
adorable.
cute. I mean, I don't know if they actually enjoy it or not.
They love bath in the
Not-
sink.
Do they? Fair enough.
I know it.
Because sometimes you ever see like people like bathing exotic pets, and you're like, that's adorable, and then someone's like, pet expert here, it wants to die. It's having the worst time of its fucking life.
That's brutal.
It's like, oh, and it's like they'll like tickle its stomach and it'll go like that, and you're like, oh, it's adorable, and it's like, this is a stress response. It's
oh,
having a horrible
actually,
time.
why does it look so cute?
Well, I don't know if that one in particular is.
But, yeah.
People do say hedgehogs are very affectionate.
Yeah, they look it. Like when
But-
people have is it the African hedgehogs, which are like African pygmy hedgehogs, the really small, cute ones.
Yeah, do your research before you get pets. I don't know what
There
I'm doing.
used to be a massive one, like the size of blood clot there, that would turn up in my parents' garden. And
Frequently.
yeah, all the time. And my dog would, it's actually kind of brutal, but he would go out and he would pick it up in his mouth. But because he's a Labrador, he's got like a soft, and he doesn't like, he's not tearing it up or anything like that. He'd pick it up and just run around. And you'd be like, right, Otto, drop it. Drop the hedgehog. And he'd find it like as a game. And he'd just be running around with this hedgehog until you finally get him. He puts the hedgehog down. Doesn't hurt it in any way. And you can tell because his like mouth is fine. It's not cut up or
No
anything.
way.
And then I would just sit outside with the hedgehog, just making sure it comes back out and then runs off. And it always would just come out and run off. And it's like, oh God, it was just a nightmare every night. Like you'd put him out to the toilet and
Come back with a hedgehog.
every now and then you'd hear him barking. You're like, there's a fucking hedgehog out there. That's because he'd stand and bark at it. So you would come out and then he would pick it up in front of you and then run off because he
no.
wants a little game. So,
Oh, and did he clock on the fact that you didn't want him picking it up? The
yeah, so he was
hedgehog?
like, oh. But now my parents have moved, so luckily that hedgehog can now
no.
live happily ever
Well, he
after.
kept coming back. He probably enjoyed it.
Yeah, he can't have been that bothered, but you're like, oh, time for another game.
Time for another shower. Come on, slobber all over me, dog. On the warmth. It's a bit nippy out here. Come on, pick me up in that lovely warm mouth. of
Throw me
yours.
around. Probably got a king or something.
No, toss me around. What's it called? What's the fetish for it? Vor. Have you heard of this?
Oh, no.
VORE, I think it's called. It's like people have a fetish for wanting to be swallowed. So sometimes you see TikToks of people going,
That's
put the camera in their
bizarre.
mouth.
Oh, my God.
Vorophilia.
I've never heard of that.
What?
It's the fancy of being consumed by, or watching another entity being consumed.
Wow.
Really odd. Typically involving being swallowed whole and kept alive in a safe magical space. This hedgehog had vorophilia.
Go on, you bastard! Swallow me! Stop being so gentle!
Stop being around the bush.
Imagine I'm chasing it, I can hear the hedgehog saying that. Swallow me, you bastard! I'll try to spit him out, he's a pervert.
You're not gosh. The dog running away. Stop king shaming me.
Leave us be! Run, Otto, run!
Don't let me slip out. Oh, God. That's so funny. Oh, dear. What were we talking about? Yeah.
Oh, they're going extinct. Well, we know why, because they've all got a fucking vor. They all want to be swallowed.
eaten. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, right.
is
So they
so
actually
odd.
are. They are going extinct. Oh. Why are they going
They're
extinct?
dying in
Let's-
large numbers. Why are they
let's
going
stop it,
extinct? Jabba's still got tears in his eyes. Can you please go back to the notion?
Sorry. Yeah. 2 seconds.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. So they've gone from being abundant to being a threatened species worldwide. I will say, I don't know if this is the same way you live. If you've got hedgehog and roads, which I'm assuming you did,
Yeah.
they do get flattened a lot, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Because they've
yeah.
not got the speed to get out of the way of an oncoming car.
Yeah, they also don't run when something comes towards them. They stop.
Yeah, they curl up into a little ball, don't they? Because
So
they've
if-
got a soft underbelly.
Yeah. So if they were to see a car coming, they would just stop rather than run
They
out of
roll
the
into a
way.
ball and they
So I think that's why they get hit so
can't
much.
Stop.
Yeah.
Cars
And also
from
there's
running
just
over them.
there's not many places for them to really live. A lot live in gardens, and that's why you see them come out at night, like that one. Obviously, must have lived in the garden somewhere, but when they do come out, they just want to be swallowed. But no, there isn't like much for them to do with. It's a bit like foxes. Like as areas get more and more built up,
Yeah,
they got nowhere really to go.
poor little guys. So we're gonna start a little campaign to save the hedgehogs.
Ho
Oh, Jags.
Scotch eggs.
We want to hear and see your best campaigns and ideas to make sure we don't lose our UK wildlife. Send it through to the email in the description.
Yeah, this will be fun. And hey, look, you can make it a little funny if you want a campaign.
I haven't seen one for a hot minute, hedgehog. It's probably been years since I've last seen one.
Really?
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah. Unless you're when you live in the countryside, you're more likely to see them at night. But if you're only going out to the countryside for a little trip, you probably wouldn't come across one.
Poor little guys.
But they are about. There used to be a lot
Freaky
where I
little
used to live.
things.
Yeah, they are freaky little. You can hear them in the bushes. Go on, come into the bush and swallow me. But yeah, submit your little campaign ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't kink shame.
Don't kink shame.
Kink shame the
Yeah.
poor little guys.
They don't have to be serious. Have some fun with it. We're bringing back the numbers, basically.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any like places where they breed them
Maybe.
and then put them out into the wild. Any like sanctuaries for them?
hedgehog
There
sanctuaries.
might be now. If they're going extinct, there might be.
We
That would
could
be
start
great.
one.
We could start one. Yeah, we could start one.
I would honestly like to see one. I think they'd be a cute thing to see in a zoo.
Oh,
Like,
hedgehogs. Yeah,
if
I'm
you
surprised they're
think
not
if
in the
they
zoo.
weren't
Yeah,
abundant in the UK.
they're
you'd
probably
be
in
like,
the
"That's
zoo
a
in other
cool
countries.
looking-
Yeah.
That's a cool looking animal.
Mm.
Cute little faces, soft little underbellies, spiky backs. But like, I think you've stroked one, right?
Yeah, they're not sharp.
They're not sharp.
No.
It does feel like bony.
It's kind of It's like
Weird
like
little
a
bristles.
hard brush.
Yeah,
really,
very
innit?
hard brush.
That's what it's like.
Yeah.
They are very cool though. But don't they all have lice? Let's talk about that. No, let's not. No. I'll stop putting them down. They're great animals. They really are. Liv's actually always wanted a hedgehog.
Really?
Yeah, maybe she'll get one. Do hedgehogs have lice? Yes.
Hedgehogs can contract lice.
Uh,
Quill mites rather than typical lice, though. Fair
in
enough.
their quills, yeah.
Caring
fair.
for your pet hedgehog by Pendon Veterinary Centre. Oh, so people do have pet hedgehogs.
Yeah, they get the African pygmy
Oh.
ones, those.
That's so cute. 4 to 6 years.
They are adorable.
They're nocturnal. Okay, same. All right. Go up into a ball.
You would suit one actually
I
because they're
actually think I would,
nocturnal.
yeah.
They're curious, they don't mind
Solitary
being
animals,
held.
they do. So that's the thing. When animals are solitary, you are like they do make for pets that aren't as because like they kind of don't want company.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean? They want to be left alone.
yeah.
And some people can go, oh, if I'm petting them all day, that I'm showing them love. Like,
But they
like
might not be bothered.
hamsters, obviously, yeah, the main one that I'm extrapolating. So I'd assume this is the case with a lot of animals like this. But like they actively don't like it. Like they just want to be left alone.
But aren't cats like that? Aren't they solitary
Cats
animals?
are a bit like that.
But then some do love attention, some don't. Like, maybe
Yeah.
it depends, but I know what you mean.
do get cats that don't like it. You'll like pet them and
Yeah.
they'll just go like, that's it.
Yeah, some
They'll
aren't
like my
bothered.
cat, when it was younger, really liked being pet. And then once he hit his like cat teenage years, just would come in,
Got
eat,
over it.
go out again
Wow.
into the wild. But then obviously now you're not really supposed to have cats outdoors, are you? Seen there's this
Yeah,
really
there's a
big
lot of
movement
A lot of people have indoor cats.
going
yeah.
like don't allow your cat outdoors because they're just so devastating to the
yeah,
local
environment
wildlife.
and shit. Yeah, yeah, I do see that.
yeah.
I saw it said there they've got very sensitive noses, so when they smell something new, they produce a lot of frothy saliva.
Ooh. Don't know about that.
They really are just horny little perverts, aren't they? What is
Salivate.
that smell?
Oh yeah.
Did you just fart? Oh, dirty bastard! Follow me.
Oh yeah, I can't stop. Jeez, okay. Well, poor little freak things. Okay,
Alright,
well,
well.
let's get on to why we're here. This episode is all about us solving things.
Mm-hmm.
First up, hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Ever seen that one?
I love Vsauce.
Great channel full of fascinating things.
Yeah.
So Vsauce on the BBC podcast, The Rest is Science, asked this question. How do you prove you're from 2026 in 2007? You have no time to prepare and equipment to take. Oh, so you can't even bring your iPhone.
No.
Modern phone. What's the fastest way to convince someone you're from the future?
This is a tough one. Without any supplies. Would I go back naked or would I go back with clothes on? Because I'd be like, look at this drip.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say that it's like there's nothing on your body that would be able to tell.
Okay, so it's just words that have to... I mean, and you've got to find the fastest way to convince someone. So I could tell them something that happens in 2007 if I can remember, but you'd have to wait for that event.
Oh my goodness, you'd be so... That's just before Bitcoin and the financial crash.
Okay.
So you could go like, the economy's gonna crumble, do a Michael Berry, short the entire bloody thing.
The thing is, you really have to prove it.
How about we say that you have to prove to them instantly? Like you have to prove to them in that moment that you are from the future.
I think the best thing that I could do is get the person that I want to prove to in a car and take them to where 7-year-old me lives. And I'd be like, look, that's me.
How would it know?
It would know. I think
How'd they know?
7-year-old me would know.
You think?
And then my parents would know. Yeah, they would know.
That's so interesting. Yeah, how old do you think you'd have to get before your parents wouldn't recognize you? Because obviously, like 90-year-old batch, they would have no clue.
Yeah.
But like,
I think 25. I think they would recognize me, and I think I'd be able to prove enough. It's tough because it's not even like I have a birthmark or anything to show them. I feel like if you got a birthmark that you could show your parents,
you must have some moles or freckles on you.
I've got I've got the old mole, but I don't know if that's enough proof. If they would be in the same position,
probably yeah,
all of them in the same place, maybe.
But yeah, what else would you immediately like without? Because even that, someone would be like, okay, well this is set up. What's more likely that you've come up with this scheme to claim that you are?
It's not
and
hard
you've got your
proof,
family
is
to
it?
agree.
Because I could drop all the knowledge on every family member ever.
That's true. Yeah, you could convince your family, but I think a stranger
prove to everyone else.
If someone came to me and did all this, I'd be like, well, you've pre-agreed this. You're his older brother, he's your younger brother, and you've gone, oh, when I say I know this about you, just say yes, or I do know. But yeah, I think the closest I'd get would just be like, just go like, what, Obama, financial crash, Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's like 08 to 09.
I think that's the only way of doing it.
That's probably the only way I can think of.
Just to make a long list of predictions.
Yeah.
And for them to see them slowly come true. I think that is, eventually people would be like, okay, maybe, yeah.
08, 09, Man United. I'd be like, Ronaldo's going Real Madrid.
Everyone would be like, whoa. Even then...
essentially as well, because of like you being placed in that timeline basically time events may not happen. Well,
I don't think the butterfly effect's strong enough where whatever we did during the day will stop Ronaldo going to Madrid.
It depends on how strong our campaign for Hedgehogs is.
But our only hope would be that us going back wouldn't affect the timeline. Because otherwise you can't give any proof, can you? You actually can't.
What did Vsauce come up with? What did they say on the podcast?
Yeah, do you want to... So what we'll do is actually you can watch it.
Yeah.
And then we will cut this all down. And then basically they can go to the video to watch it. And then you can react to it.
Right, so yeah, we just quickly watched the clip of Vsauce on the pod, and his solution. They were both struggling, which I'm glad there wasn't like an obvious
thing that we've
obviously
missed
I do
out.
that.
Yeah.
But Vsauce, well, Michael had this idea of having a slap-on wristband with a bunch of things that we discovered with the GPS coordinates and the timeline, so that if you go back to 1960, for example, you could say, this thing was discovered in 1965, but it's 1960 now. Here it is, here this is, He was going back through a bunch of things like 2 sunken ships, one of them being the Titanic, going like, if I was in 1950, I could point to that. I'm still not convinced though.
I see what you're saying though, in terms of like, if you were to correctly identify the location of 3 different sunken ships that they had no idea where they'd sunken, but in the future we did, it is more believable that that person who can identify the location of those
Is a
three
time
is a time
traveller.
traveler than someone who's just found them themselves.
That's so interesting. I actually would disagree. I
Really?
would think that
I mean,
it'd be
it
more
would
likely.
be. I think it would be
Because I
really
know that people
split.
can find chips. I don't know that people can
Yeah,
time travel.
it would
Do you
be
know what I
really
mean?
split.
Yeah.
In terms of like, there'll be people who are like, oh, he's got to be a time traveler, and there'll be people who are like, nah, he's found the ships. But it's like they went through other examples, and they were like, most of the time you can say, like, if you predict 3 lotto things, you're probably in cahoots with the lottery rather than you're a time traveler. It's so hard to prove. But also, I think that's if you've got the thing on your wrist, it's kind of cheating a little bit
I thought
because you're going back with something there.
I thought that was a bit of a cop
Yeah,
out.
because you
as
said
well.
you have no time to prepare or equipment
Yeah,
to take.
because I might have like a smartwatch on my wrist
can have your
and go
phone,
back
yeah.
and be like, well, I can.
Yeah, I think a modern phone is just as,
Yeah.
in fact,
If
proves
okay, let's
more.
say if you can go back with stuff, what would you bring?
Definitely a modern phone would be very up there.
Yeah.
'Cause you take that to Apple back then and go, look, they'll just go like the inside components here is what's the law that computer chips roughly half in size every 2 years?
Right.
Have you heard this one?
I have, yeah. I don't
know computers well enough.
It gets to a point.
It's not is it Murphy's law?
No, that's Sod's law,
No,
isn't it?
Murphy's Law is
Type in like computer halves in size every 2 years. Moore's law.
Moore's Law.
Computing power doubles every 2 years. Yeah.
Right.
So apparently it's slowed down a bit more recently, but transistors shrink over time. So yeah, you'd bring that to Apple, and they would go like, this is 1/64th of the size
Yeah.
of our current transistors. Therefore, we know it's gone 2 by 2 by
Yeah,
2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
Even then, you'd have people going, the guy's just a genius and he's just way ahead of us.
Also, would you have like the equipment to test it, considering?
True, yeah.
kind
They
of
probably
that
have
happening?
something that can. I'm sure they'd be able to open it up and be like, "This is insane."
Yeah, they look at it. And,
But I'm sure that it'd be so hard to prove.
that is.
I don't know if they'd believe that you're a time traveler
No,
from
I
just
agree.
bringing back a phone.
And I think obviously naturally you and I are skeptics, and so this
Yeah.
kind of thing is,
True.
There'd
definitely be a group of people who's more likely to believe it. People who probably more in belief there are time travelers now. Who would be like, no, he's probably a time traveler.
Chippo would be like, yeah, time travel.
Time traveler, bro. Alien, bro. A lot of people
Alien
might
sword.
think that.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing you could do is bring back things like phones, almanacs, and
That's such a great word, by
predict-
the way.
It's a great word, isn't it? And predictions, and just hope
Back to
that
the
you've
future.
stacked up enough information for people to be like, he could be a time traveler. Even then, though, I think people would just think you're a genius, and rather than predicting things, you've just got. People might even think you're some kind of like government plant or something like. It's really hard to convince people anything.
Yeah, it is.
So I think you would really struggle.
You go through all the explanations and be like, any one of these is more likely just on the grounds of the fact that I know it's possible
I think
to
having
be in cahoots with the government. Or,
yeah. I
to
think
be a
having the
ship
backing of your family, like if you were to go back, find your 7-year-old self or however old you are, find your family and convince them, as well as having all this other proof, and then going to like some news reporter and being like, look, I've stacked up all this evidence. Even my family will now tell you I am that boy right there. I think that's the only way. But even then,
Yeah, surely personal relationships is the way to go down. Like, so
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you're only convincing them. That's what
even
I'm saying.
then, a lot of
like,
people
Yeah.
won't believe.
Because
Like,
if some dude goes, here's my mum. Hey mum, here's your 7-year-old kid, but I'm him, and here's why.
yeah.
I remember this happening. I'd be like, okay, well she's saying that, but I don't know that. I can't verify that.
Mm.
So many. It's like with any other like kind of experience. Like, someone can go like, oh, I had a vision, and I saw this figure or this spiritual figure, this religious figure. It's like, okay, that can obviously be very persuasive to you, but like I can't witness that.
Yeah.
So your mum might be convinced by that to
Yeah.
you, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't have the
I don't know
knowledge
them.
that she
Yeah,
has
you're right. Yeah.
to verify. It's so hard.
I
Yeah, I was thinking this. Is there anything interesting in the comments?
I do think the coordinates things of like lost things that we've now found is probably the best form of proof.
Yeah.
there are some there's just funny comments as well. If I saw someone claiming to be a time traveler and was wearing a snap bracelet, I'd be convinced they were from the past, not the future. But
I like
also-
this because this is one of the things I was thinking of. The one a bit up where it was like, oh, I'd turn up to Stephen Hawking's time travel party that he held back in 2009.
Ah.
You'd arrive and you'd be like, oh, I just have to turn up to Stephen Hawking's time travel party. What day was that again? Where is
you
it
can't
again?
remember, yeah.
Because I was going to say, like, I was thinking briefly, have you heard of this Homo naledi? I think I was telling you about this maybe on the Friends from Work shoot. Was it you I was talking about? Where they lived in caves that were too small for modern humans to go in.
Yeah.
And they're essentially like an ancient human, and we found them in caves in China, I think. And they lived in caves that were too small for Homo sapiens to fit in, or other similar sized hominins.
Yeah.
And it made sense because like we wouldn't be able to go in and fight them and steal their food and stuff. And they had fires and they were burying their dead and stuff in there. And I was like, oh, I would just be like, I know about this thing that we haven't discovered yet. And so I got someone to be like, hey, there's a completely, there's a human in the family tree that we can find. And they go, oh, where are they? And I go, cave in China, I think.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah? And I go,
That's all I got, mate.
that's all I got.
Yeah.
Search the caves.
You
and
really
that kind
would,
of
you'd
thing.
need prep time
Yeah.
and to really like write down, like he's got the snap bracelet, really write down like all the locations of things like that. But the Stephen Hawking time traveler party is clever if it happened to fall at that sort of time.
Yeah.
I guess you got to wait till 2009 if that's when it was.
You got to know exactly where it is.
I'd love to do another time. There needs to be one now. Someone needs to host a time travel party now. So
yeah,
easy
we
to
did
do.
one on the pod in season 1.
Yeah, and we
Do you
got
remember?
nothing. Yeah, you're right.
That-
Should we do another one now? Wait, got to figure it out.
Yes. Okay. So if you're a time traveler, message the podcast at 10:30 a.m. UK time on Tuesday, 19th of May.
That was yesterday.
So that was 7 minutes ago. You're a time,
Wait.
he's time traveler.
Wait, does that? Yeah. Did we get anything?
So let's see if we got a message 7 minutes ago. So the only way someone would have done this is if they had watched it, traveled back in time and gone to message.
Yeah, I don't know if we gave them enough time. 7 minutes is rough. What if they
that's-
don't have their phone on them?
Friends from work.
We need to do a bit of a party. I think we need the meal thing is clever.
Wait, well, actually, before we read this, let's both commit to giving them something crazy where they're like, I'm blowing my cover.
Your meta quest.
No, what the fuck?
We'll make them the third member.
Like, got 10 grand, genuinely. If someone's message being like, I'm a time traveler.
7 minutes ago. Yeah,
10
10 grand.
grand.
We'll give you 10 grand.
No. Hey, Big Daddy, I have a random question.
Could be it. Do you
was-
like time travelers?
No, it's not.
No, okay,
no
all
message
right.
came through. So, time travelers either don't exist, don't watch the pod, or don't fuck with us. Ah!
It's more likely they don't exist. No, it's more likely. Well, they got to watch the podcast.
Maybe
That's
they
all
just
I
don't want
got.
the butterfly effect to kick in.
The butt fly. Can't believe they named that thing a butt fly.
Let's try and fail at solving more things.
Yeah.
We've got to read out some difficult questions and statements and decide if it's solved or unsolvable.
And knowing us, we're going to solve it all. All right.
Yup.
Okay. Oh, I read that completely wrong and it made me giggle. I thought it was, what color is it? It's impossible to describe a color. Or is it? Says Billy.
Oh, it's a fleshy knob colour. There you go.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, wait, that could be a variety of colours. I just realised.
What? Fleshy knobs color? Yeah.
Just
of course.
realised.
Yeah, of course. Could be anything. Purple, green, blue. Depends on the infection. The thing is, it is impossible to describe a color. So it's that whole thing of like,
Yeah.
my orange might be your blue. You don't know.
Yeah. You ever
Just-
seen when people take a photo
Mm.
and they switch all the colours up and they're like, imagine this is what some people look like. And you're
Yeah.
like, wow, the sea is just red and the sky is
And it
red.
could be. And it's certainly red.
everything's red. I see red. No, that one.
Red wine, Hennessy whiskey. Is that what you're singing?
Red wine, gonna be
Did
okay.
okay. Red wine.
Anyway,
Um,
really tough.
Or is it though? Can
There's
you
all the
describe the
All
frequency?
the shiznit, yeah, but that doesn't describe it's information. that
But
you
maybe
can't
to
employ.
someone who understands a bit, maybe to someone who understands a bit more.
Yeah, well, to describe a color in
A more intelligent being might be able to understand from the frequency you're telling them.
maybe, but the image they conjure in their head could still be different.
Let's try it.
Okay,
Okay. Describe blue.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. There's There's nothing I can say, bro, because I can compare it to things that are blue.
Oh,
you'd
give me
associate with it.
okay, yeah, you're
Or I
right.
could be like, oh, it's cool. But what cool means in terms of colours to you, or cool versus warm, could be different. It's so hard.
All right, just give me a color. I'll see if I can
Okay,
describe.
go on. Blood orange.
Blood orange. Okay, so it's creamy.
It's not creamy. What kind of creamy you eating, bro?
Like, you ever had a San Pellegrino? Blood
Yeah.
orange. And you taste it. Looks like that. You could actually
But that
describe
could
it
be
by
blue in my
smells and
head.
tastes. Yeah, because it's for me, isn't it?
Yeah. So
All right, well, let me start with creamy is crunchy.
Move on.
Yeah, all right, got nothing.
Another
Sorry,
Billy
Billy.
take.
Sorry,
Because that
Billy.
went down so well last time.
But Billy,
Yeah, actually,
Get back
do
to
you
me.
want to talk about that at all?
I actually had like a proper half-an-hour chat on live stream about it.
what was Billy take
About
last time?
the thing about you can't love animals and
Oh, Billy Eilish.
be a vegan. No, you can't love animals and eat them. And I obviously said I disagree. I think you did as well. And I think naturally, as you expected, vegans were like, no, can't say you love your mum and eat her
Yeah,
in the same way.
that was
But
a bad example.
It was
there's
all
a lot of
healthy
nuance.
debate, though. It was healthy debate. I
Huh?
said it was.
Yeah, it was healthy. I thought it was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with debating, that's for sure.
No. Yeah, I thought it
Everyone's
was interesting.
entitled to
But,
their own opinion.
didn't see any comments that persuaded me. I did go through them,
Yeah.
all the top comments, and I was like, oh, I feel like you're not quite.
You saw how much he loves sugar gliders. Think
Yeah,
about that.
exactly.
Look at that magic.
But
And
they're
when we were
hella
talking about
tasty.
the hedgehogs with nothing but love.
Oh, you know what? One thing I didn't think about though, that someone did, where I was like, you know what? Here, I think you would be totally right in your worldview. People who are religious that think that God has given them dominions over animals. So if that's your objective worldview, where like God sets the standard or is the standard of
So you're above 'em.
moral, and God is saying, you know, love animals, love my creation,
Oh.
but also they are here to be your food and stuff.
Mm.
Then you are loving them, and you are like, you're not disrespecting them or causing them like, that is fundamentally morally good.
Right.
It is a good thing you're doing because it's by divine order, basically, which I thought was
see.
really interesting because we didn't really consider that.
Mm.
But yeah, and I think like the thing about, oh, just because humans can hold this thing that's contradictory, that doesn't mean you shouldn't aim for better. I agree with that, definitely.
Yeah.
You can always reduce it. Actually, there was a really interesting, maybe I'll bring it up another time, because it was like a super interesting stat. I'm going like, in terms of grams of meat per suffering, like if you only eat beef,
Mm.
the number of animals that would die or suffer
Way lower.
is like you reduce it by like 90%. But that's might be the complete wrong fact that I'm remembering. And there's a really interesting like version like pescatarian or something. Now I'll bring it up another
Pescatarian,
time.
but maybe
I'll
if
look
you
it
have
up
big
'cause it's
fish.
super interesting.
If you only eat whale, we could
Yeah.
probably just, if you only ate whale, I don't think you'd get through a whole one in your life.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So that's something to consider.
Yep.
If it's beached, but don't go killing it. But if it's beached,
Yeah,
and
beached,
dead,
already
and dead,
dead.
beached and dead.
You
that's what I'm
cause
saying.
0 deaths.
Yeah,
Cause 0 suffering. At
Yeah.
worst, you've seen an animal product as something for your use, but
yeah, and then you're just eating blubber tacos for for a whole year.
but that's what you having for lunch. Rotten whale flesh again.
Blubber on toast.
I've got to do it morally. I'm fearfully suffering. Surely the amount I'm suffering eating this is worse than one pig dying.
A hedgehog, because he likes being in there, but I pull him back out again.
Great callback.
That's a great callback.
Oh, if humans never slept, how would society change? I think about this all the time.
We'd be double as head as a. We'd be double. We'd be getting
I'll
double
give you
the head.
double here, bro.
We'd be double. We'd be double ahead.
Don't know why I went for that.
I'll be giving you double head, bro. At least you didn't commit to it. Let's say
2
that.
times 0 is still 0. So
Is it? Yeah. Well, we'd just be double ahead as a society.
oh
wouldn't we?
wait, have you seen this Terrence Howard guy?
No.
1
Yeah.
times 1 is multiplying. What does it mean to multiply? To make more of?
Just
1
2.
times 1 is 2.
He's kind of right.
He goes on about it, doesn't he? What?
He's kind of right though. Math is just made up.
No one
so-
tell him about multiplying by 0.5. He'll freak out.
Oh yeah, no, he'll start vomiting.
No, but I growing up, I was like, I wish I didn't have to sleep.
Yeah.
Because you'd get home and you'd be like, I've just had a long bloody day at school. And then you're like, I've got homework to
Got
do.
a fortnight to do.
You're like, I've got homework to do.
Yeah.
I've got to do some sort of gym. Maybe I've got gymnastics or football, whatever. And I want to hang out with my boys. I want to
Long
go
day.
skate park. I want to hop on Xbox and play Halo with the boys. I can't fit it all in. And you've got these like couple of hours. Same with after work. When I used to work from 9 to 5
Yeah.
and get home. Actually, at that law firm, hours were diabolical. I'd get home and like have dinner, shower, and I'd be like, right, I've got to sleep. I've got like 6 hours of sleep. I was like, if I didn't sleep and I just had these 6 hours to just chill, I've done my eating, I've done my gym, I've done my work, I can just chill. I thought it'd be like the best thing ever.
Yeah. It genuinely would, because also you cut out the ever feeling sleepy if you never need to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's no like grogginess in the morning or starting to feel sleepy in the evening. You are fully alert at all times,
Face would
always
never be
able to do
puffy.
anything. Like you're always on it.
I do
So-
love being in bed. Get really cozy and warm, and you're like, oh, this is great.
You
feeling.
could fake it though. You could
Yeah, you
like
could lie
if you
down
want to
in
just
bed.
get that for a little, but it wouldn't even feel good because if you're not tired, who
I
cares?
actually wonder if you wouldn't have a home.
I was just literally just thinking as soon as you said about a bed, I was like, you wouldn't need a
'Cause
bedroom.
you don't need a bedroom, and then you could just be out and about a lot. But then you need changing, bathroom.
Yeah, I guess what would a house become? Just a
I forgot about
kitchen
storing all the shit.
and a living room.
But yeah, people might just be like,
And
oh, you
games
communally
rooms.
eat. Just like restaurants, food halls everywhere.
Areas to
It'd never
like,
become
get
a
checked.
thing where you go,
Yeah,
your private
maybe,
thing.
maybe.
But then you got to have sex somewhere. Why would you have? I wonder where sex would happen if beds and bedrooms weren't a thing.
Yeah, you just wouldn't do it in bed, would you?
No.
It'd be done everywhere. Maybe they would invent something for sex, like, and it would
Sex
end up
swing
just
room, and that'd be
looking like a
normal.
bed.
But the good thing about bed is like there's
You're lying down.
the overwhelming thing is the innocence of it, because you see someone with a bed in their bedroom in their home and you're like, oh, of course you got bed. Whereas if beds weren't a thing and someone had a house and you're like,
You'd be like,
that's the
"No."
fuck room, is it?
Yeah, you actually would. Yeah,
Don't go in there's the fuck swing.
yeah. I know why you've got a bed.
Yeah, you don't really think about that. Like you can get
Yeah.
over that. And you're
Wow.
having the parents around, don't go in there, it's the fuck room.
Stinks. So there you go, Ruby. I hope we've answered your question. If Hubers never slept, we'd end up with just fuck rooms. That's how things would change.
Oh.
But
I
we
wonder what
would,
the work schedule would be like.
we'd be way ahead. Yeah, I would probably end up working more.
You know, I think some people have a mutation in their genes that means they only need to sleep like 4 hours a night.
Doesn't
I
Elon
believe-
Musk have that?
Maybe. I believe
claims
Margaret
to.
Thatcher had it. She was rumored to only sleep. Was it 3 or 4 hours? Can you Google this? Maybe it was up to 6. But there were rumors that Margaret Thatcher,
How do you know you have this gene? Because I feel like I can get by on 3 hours. Sleep.
I think they would wake up, like if they went to bed at 2 a.m.,
They
they'd
wake
wake
up
up naturally at
energized.
6, like I've had a good night's sleep. It was 4 hours a night. So she'd stay up till 3 a.m. working and wake up at 5 a.m. And so she'd sometimes nap in her car between appointments, but
Oh well,
yeah.
if you're napping,
there
I
you
mean,
go. It's
you
a
need more sleep.
DEC2 gene mutation. It allows you to fully recover quickly on fewer than 5 hours of sleep. That is such a hack.
I wonder if it's like really legit though. Like your body is actually fine with that mutation.
I'm going to say that I don't need as many hours as other people.
Really, I need
Sleeping,
8
yeah.
hours. If
You
I've had
do-
7, I can tell.
But Jabba does eat a butt fuck load of pears.
Yeah, maybe your high fruit diet.
I
You're,
think everything does help.
you're the
but
healthiest
actually,
dude I know.
I don't like feeling as dormant as
Mm.
others for like kind of like 6 hours plus.
Are you sleepy now?
No, I'm awake.
Lucky boy.
We're not putting you to sleep with this boring chat.
No, I yeah, about six hours is probably my average, and I feel good on it as well.
I used to do a lot of that. I do 8 now. I'm on 8.
I'm an 8. I'll go when I'm getting to bed. I'll go, what time is it? Give myself 20 minutes to fall asleep,
Mm.
and then add 8 hours, and that's when my alarm is set, no matter what time I sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
And sometimes I'm in a really good rhythm of it, and it'll be like midnight till 8 or like 1 till 9. And then
Yeah, I
every
hit a
now and
good
then it's
rhythm
like
lately.
bang, someone's birthday, night out till 4, home at 4:30, asleep at 5. Then I'm like, what do I do here?
Ruined you.
Do I wake up at 1 p.m. and get my 8 hours?
Yeah.
Do I have a crap night's sleep feel rubbish all day next day. As well, when you're hungover, you're like, the later I sleep in, the better, because then the hangover gets easier throughout the day.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so curious what the workforce would have naturally become. The 9 to 5.
I honestly,
standard.
I don't. If we had never slept up to this point now, we would be so far ahead. I don't think any of us would be working. I think
Oh,
AI. I think
yeah.
AI would honestly have overtaken at that point.
Would be doing all
this
the shit
point.
for us.
At this point, yeah, and we're either
Solved all our issues.
hiding from it, or it's working for us.
Interesting.
That's the truth. So thanks for that question, Ruby. That's a very good question.
What invention accidentally caused the most harm to humanity?
Oh, and this one's from Ruby. Thank you, Ruby. That's a very good question.
Post Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah,
Mine went to the atomic bomb.
yeah, probably that.
Not far
The
off.
atomic bomb.
But I think,
we could.
this is more accidentally. So in terms of like,
He
not
knew
really
what
warfare,
he did.
not weapons.
Well, yeah, I guess it's not an invention, but I was thinking Einstein's E equals MC square on that sort of like, you know.
Hey, get this, guys.
Yeah.
The
I don't know.
smartphone.
Accidentally.
The smartphone.
The
Yeah,
car.
I see what you mean by that as well, because essentially that is really some sort of an invention that creates kind of the
What, the phone?
no the E equals MC squared kind of
Oh, yeah.
thing.
Oh.
So that is a take, really, I think.
Cars actually would so be up there in terms of raw damage done to humanity. Do you know what I mean? Just like the number of car deaths
Like
and
gas.
crashes.
Oh, I thought you meant fumes.
Oh no.
Maybe it would be. I mean, accidental hot. I'm thinking like
Because you invented
in
the
the
car
long
and
run.
accidentally. Think of the number of people. It was like one of the top 10 death things, wasn't it?
yeah. I think I'm going down more of like a mental route. Like the smartphone
Oh, I see.
was built to connect people, but it's probably disconnected people more than it has connected people. Maybe.
Giant
Maybe
red
there's an
pillow
argue
next to you.
for
I've
that.
just clocked that.
Yeah, that's new.
Bigger than the sofa.
Hang on, I've been sat next to it. Did not even notice.
No.
Jabba,
We can,
for us.
we can tease the fact that it's in a couple of episodes to come, then the set will be looking slightly different. as
Ooh,
well,
slightly
so
different set.
that's-
Okay.
that's
We're
just a-
slowly starting to afford new things.
It's
This
just a
is
starter.
this is the first thing.
You should start doing that to guests.
Eh?
Having a good time?
Yeah. Just checking. in
We're
on you.
slowly creating our own fuck room.
Oh my God, that's diabolical work.
You're dead.
Oh, we've got a tiny microscope. Good start.
Good.
Got to find the clip somehow.
God, that is.
This is perfect.
Truly disgusting. That's been there forever, and you haven't used it on your body once. Honestly, there's been so many inventions that have probably accidentally caused harm, like the Frankfurter. and stuff
Cigarette.
Like that. Cigarettes. Loads of things. And then later down the line, you find out, oh, it's carcinogenic. Oh, dear. Oh, well. So, that's something. The steam train. Anyway. All right. Should the ocean be more important to research than space? From Fern. Well,
Probably not right now.
yeah. Yeah, probably not. I mean, you got to think what's more use. We can move to another planet when Earth slowly gets engulfed, but we can't go to the bottom of the ocean. So
Yeah, we can save our human species. Also, just the amount of good stuff that comes from space research, weather,
yeah, there's more value in space research, really.
tracking climate change stuff, forests. What else?
All you can really find in the ocean is probably
GPS.
new species, which doesn't, but it's really cool, but doesn't benefit us
Probably doesn't benefit us
massively.
unless
whereas-
they've got some crazy genes.
Yeah,
that allow
true.
them to
Unless
live
there's some sick
forever.
genes, yeah. So that's yeah, maybe there is some value in that. But if we were to find life in space, even if it's microbial, they probably got some crazy genes. Yeah, they're probably wearing blue jeans. Or something.
Like a pair of
Blue
Levi's.
jeans, man.
Yeah, but they probably got some robust genes that make them live in serious environments. And if they're living on a planet with no magnetic field or no atmosphere, completely exposed to solar radiation, perhaps they have some kind of gene that means they are stronger against ionizing radiation, which for us would be pretty good.
Or they're just so tanned.
True.
One
Yeah.
of the two.
True. Let's face
A
it.
lot of melanin to absorb it, maybe.
Melanin. True. Load of melanin. So yeah,
Would you rather lose all your money or every photo you've ever taken?
every photo I've ever
Yeah,
taken.
photo,
Yeah. I don't really. Photo, please. I want my 20 quid. I need me 20 quid.
I don't think I ever look. I always take photos. Actually, no, I don't. I barely ever take them. But when I do take them, I never look back at them.
Yeah. Have you gone through phases where you took loads of photos and now, me too.
But like clogs up my camera roll, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm barely ever going to go back and
There's
find
definitely
them.
been periods where I'm like, oh, I'm taking loads of photos, loads of videos.
the
Like
memories.
if I go away, yeah, for the memories. But now every time I'm out and about, if I see a really cool sunset or something, I'm like, I could take a photo, but I won't look back on it. And if I do look back on it, I won't get the feeling I'm getting now. So there's no point. I mean, there is. Photos are cool, but not that. I do like living in the moment a little bit, but
Yeah.
you could do both, even so.
I don't really have that many treasured memories in photos anyway.
Maybe if I think I would appreciate photos more if I took it on a camera.
Maybe, yeah.
Just because it's a bit, you're a bit more selective about the photos you take then. Whereas on an iPhone, you take a couple of the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So it loses its value, really.
It does.
Whereas
I feel like if
money,
you had it printed out in a book as well.
yeah.
Like my mum's got that.
Polaroids
from
would be
when we were
nice.
kids, yeah, Polaroids.
Yeah, that's cool
I
stuff.
just haven't got enough treasured photos, and I've got treasured rent due. So
Treasured rent. But yeah, money, losing all the money now, we'd just die, wouldn't we?
yeah.
I think actually the other thing is, because not being on social media for this year, I noticed that if you don't have like the thought process of this could actually go somewhere, you really don't take as many photos, but the photos you do take actually mean something.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah, I've
That's a
noticed
nice
that. Like I
insight.
get my camera out to take photos
Yeah.
like at a nice time when actually it means something to me and no one else.
Yeah. I wonder if part of me does think maybe I should take more like video clips of moments, because at least then, like, I'd be more inclined to look back on a video. Like if there's a sunset, I film it and then flip the camera around to Liv or whoever I'm with. And I'd be more inclined to look back on that and be like, oh, that's a nice memory than just a photo.
Yeah.
I've got a friend who started doing a lot of that, and I wonder if that's like something I should do more of. Maybe.
That's a nice one.
But yeah, I'm not bothered about the photos. I've got too much.
All right, from Zoe. Would it be right or morally correct to kill baby Hitler?
That's a classic.
That is a classic.
And
Again, it depends on your worldview. I mean, what do you think? You were pulling the trigger as I was saying that. weren't you?
I've already killed him, mate.
Oh, well, it depends on your moral. Like, bang, batch.
Maybe the best. Okay, so instantly I was thinking, yeah, I'll kill it. But maybe the best thing to do is actually just put it in jail.
Oh, yeah. Why do you have to kill it?
We could just contain him or keep an eye on him or just not let him. You could just assign someone to be like, that is going to be Hitler. Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he goes down the right path. And then he wouldn't become Hitler, would he? Really?
Yeah.
So
It is interesting, yeah, but that's such an interesting idea about different paths you could take. You could go like,
yeah,
would it be morally correct to pay for baby Hitler to have art classes from a very young age so he doesn't get rejected from art school,
yeah,
pursue the life of an artist, and then not only do you not have a person who's died, but you also have a completely different trajectory
yeah.
of the
Yeah.
future.
I do wonder if you get rid of Hitler or you take him down a different path, if someone else fills that void in that time, because it was like, it is about like the time there was a lot of unrest. You put someone in there, someone else comes up and is like, I wanted
Yeah,
to,
you
but I
might be
don't know if they
right.
would quite do what he did. That's like,
Yeah, but you've got to think
that's
like
personal decisions in there.
this is really weird timing actually, because I
You've done it.
lately I just got back from murdering baby. A completely different one.
Oh no, you just got back from trying to prove you're a time traveler. You're like, look, this is Hitler. I'm going to kill him now. I'm doing you a lot of favour.
Bang, yeah, bang, and everyone. Why aren't you guys cheering? Do you not realise what I've just done? You monster! No, guys, hear me out.
No, listen, he was going to do this.
Yeah, crikey, having to justify it. But I must have hit a brand new unk stage. I've gotten massively into history. Last maybe 2 weeks.
I was wondering what you were going to
Yeah,
say.
massively into Hitler.
Last maybe 2 weeks. Let me find the channel name actually, because I've been watching it a lot, but I actually don't know if I know.
Did you study history at school?
No, I
Say
didn't.
Hitler. I did World War II and Tudors.
History hit. There's this historian guy that I really like, and I was just kind of like, I actually don't know if I know that much other than really what we learned about World War I and World War II
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can I find his name? Dan Snow. think he's really engaging,
Yeah.
and been watching loads of different like videos on World War One and World War Two. But having thought about that,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know a lot.
Yeah.
I've watched him for ages actually.
Have you?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, he's
interesting.
great.
Yeah, he's
But he was
awesome.
talking about this kind of like World War One obviously happened. That wasn't Hitler, although he had a part to play in it, but you know, like relatively irrelevant.
Yeah.
And then post World War One, obviously, like Germany had all of these like, huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, they were obviously in a really tough spot economically as a result of losing the war.
Yeah.
And they kind of were like, who do we blame? It would be really interesting to go, because people always go like, oh, if you kill baby Hitler, then yeah, someone else, you know, butterfly effect, someone really evil could come along, or potentially do something worse. Like, you know, you
Yeah.
never know what's going to happen. But having said, I've always thought about it being like a kind of unrelated person in an unrelated country doing something equally evil, but we wouldn't stop them because we wouldn't have the, oh, these are early signs, what we saw
Yeah.
in Germany. But thinking about the kind of like the circumstances following World War One, I do wonder whether someone very similar
Would pop up.
would come along and be like, we need
Fill the
another
void,
world war.
yeah.
We need to expand. We need more resources. We need to
Yeah.
claim some of, we need to claim some of this territory. We need to invade Poland anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, really interesting
You
actually.
probably, and I mean, there is a big chance you do end up with someone who fills that void, because Hitler had so many people working for him who were just as
Yeah,
evil.
exactly. Yeah.
Like,
They were just
and they
evil.
could have been like, there's no one
That person.
here. I'm gonna do it. So
Interesting.
know.
Are you aware of
never
the like All Quiet on the Western Front?
Mm.
yeah,
And so it's written from the Germans' perspective.
yeah.
By someone who actually experienced it as well.
Mm.
And I personally believe my answer to this was actually just like course correction
Yeah.
for because again, like the moral side of it, you killed a baby essentially as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, but the idea of someone else filling the void, they definitely, I think it was created. Yes, Hitler was the main figure, but it was like a massive amount of people that believed in this message,
Yeah.
who had power as well. So it might not have been him.
Yeah. You
Mm.
just never know where things are gonna go.
Yeah, you have to go back and try and stop World War One.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, true. So that's what we do, Zoe. We'd go further back and we'd kill everyone on Earth. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Return it to nature.
We'll level the place.
Which
All right.
monkey gets smartest first? Which
Well,
ape?
that would be fun.
be
Yeah, that
interesting.
would be fun.
Be like, at what point do the orangutans or the gorillas or the chimps or the bonobos
Yeah.
become
Start becoming.
us?
Yeah.
Do they ever evolve to be as smart as we are now?
Mm.
Maybe.
Well, what
They
about
could
this?
do. We're not the end goal. We're not the end game. Know what I mean?
Do you think Homo sapiens are the final intelligent species on Earth?
What do you mean?
Do you think there'll be another?
Probably.
You reckon?
If we could evolve to be this smart. I mean, obviously, it's not the.
Are there the pressures
People always
for it,
say,
though?
like, you know, that you got to not think of the idea as like human, like we're peak evolved and chimps are less evolved versions of humans.
Yeah, no.
And their evolutionary path may not ever include intelligence to our level, but it also could.
Yeah.
So you never know.
That would be super interesting.
Enough
when
apes
it
on
first
the
starts
planet.
and we're like, whoa,
I
hang
would
on.
love to see if all humans died out, yeah.
Mm.
Whether I mean, with the amount of time, it's
I think
almost
it's
inevitable
inevitable. Yeah.
that one animal ends up being super smart because it's just so advantageous.
Yeah. Yeah.
how well
And
we're
that's a
doing.
great word. Is being feared more powerful than being liked?
Oh, don't know.
I think they're equally as powerful, really.
Yeah, it really depends on how you employ it.
Yeah. Because I'm just trying to picture like a boss who's really feared. You'd probably want to you work hard because you're scared of the repercussions. But then a boss you really like, you probably also want to work hard because you like them.
You probably have to have both.
Mm.
Arguably the greatest football manager of all time, Sir Alex Ferguson, was both feared and loved by his players.
Mm.
You know, like even you hear, it's so interesting. You hear now, like the old boys that are like 50 years old speaking about Ferguson now and the respect they have for him
Yeah.
and the kind of fear they'll have when he walks into the room now,
Mm.
that they got to make sure that they're looking smart, that they're dressed smart, that they're being respectful,
Yeah.
but they also love him like a father figure.
Yeah.
That's the real power comes from
Mm.
uniting both in the right way.
Yeah. I do wonder, like, but being feared doesn't really get you, like, let's say being powerful can be like the people that you know, the contacts you make. Being feared, I don't think necessarily nurtures relationships like that, whereas being liked does. So there's a lot of power in who you know and what they do and where they are in the world and what they can do for you. And if people like you, you're in their world. Whereas if they fear you, probably stay clear of you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You're picking up what
Oh,
I'm
by
putting down?
Marcus Brownlee.
Yeah, Marcus Brownlee literally submitted this.
Fair enough. Oh no, McKay Brown. Just small text.
Close. All right, what's up next?
Interstellar versus Project Hail Mary. Still not seen it. Can't comment.
Interstellar.
I knew you'd say that.
Yeah,
Why?
they're so different. They're so different.
Really?
Interstellar's like a real like just masterpiece movie where it's like the story is great. Project Hail Mary is great and the story is great, but it's not like it's more of a feel good movie than it is like feel other emotions.
Who was a better actor? Matthew McConaughey or Ryan Gosling?
Matthew McConaughey. Or Ryan Gosling. Matthew McConaughey, I think, for sure.
It was a great performance
More range.
from him.
But Ryan Gosling was great in Project Hail
More
Mary.
range. Bro, no.
I got no idea. Far more range. No, but it is seriously more range. And when he does this in public, he claps like that.
Who does? Gosling?
No. Conaughey.
Oh, that's weird. Okay,
Such
thanks,
a
Simone,
power
for the
move.
question. Next up. Do you wet your toothbrush before or after applying the paste? Before.
After.
Do you not rinse off some of the toothpaste then?
What do you mean?
Like, do you ever, if the toothpaste's on it and you turn on the tap, does the toothpaste sometimes just drop into the sink then?
No, it embeds in the bristles.
Whoa.
It like it slowly just mooshes it up, and then the texture is. Oh.
You know what's diabolical? I can't believe in the modern day people brush after breakfast.
Yeah, it depends
is
for me.
crazy to me.
Depends for me what I'm doing.
Really. First of all, I can't do anything. If I wake up, first thing I got to do is brush my teeth.
Really?
Can't do anything else. I feel it's so weird. Also, just like we've had so many years of dentists being like, guys, please brush before you eat breakfast. The whole point is you need
Get the bacteria off.
You need to get that bacteria off before you start feeding them. You've got to have this protective layer on your teeth before you have your orange juice, your sweet cereals, whatever you're eating.
It's different for me though because I tinfoil my teeth overnight, so no bacteria can
so
get on it.
messed up, bro.
No, seriously, bro. Ziploc bag my whole mouth.
Ziploc bag the mouth.
You got to try
I
my
gargle
recipe.
boiling water to kill all the germs.
No, you actually should try my recipe of putting water afterwards. Liv does before and after, and I think that's greedy.
Probably watering it down too much.
That's just pure gluttony.
That is greed.
But yeah, I can't. It's not dry when you brush if you just wet it
Because
before.
all the bristles are wet, and that's where most of the
But
water.
the dry paste on top.
No, not really.
Wow,
Not
fair
like-
play.
Yeah.
Honestly, fair play, mate.
Is honesty really the best policy? No, fuck off.
Be honest. Go on, it's the best policy. Be honest.
Oh,
That's it.
see? There you go,
I
just
think it
proved to
is.
you.
I think it is the best policy.
Depends
But
with
also,
what.
there are other policies as well. The government do policies and shit all the time.
Yeah, best policy is free ice cream for everyone, actually. So put that in your fucking manifesto.
And don't brush your teeth afterwards. Let them rot.
Let 'em rot. Nah, it really depends on the circumstances. You got to weigh everything up. Everything in
You
life
do,
has
yeah, you
nuance.
do.
How much do you and the other person have to gain from the honesty? How much do you have to lose?
If someone is really like sensitive and you think that outfit is horrible, maybe don't tell them.
Yeah.
Then maybe in that instance, the best policy is
If they, yeah.
tell them what they want to hear.
If someone does something mad embarrassing and then they're like, oh, that was so embarrassing. And you're like, yeah, it was. How's that helping them?
Yeah, true.
Make them feel
yeah.
better because they've already done it.
Yeah.
You've got nothing to gain by being really honest.
Yeah. Or if someone's like, oh, have I gone red? Have I gone red after an incident? And you go, yes. That's
You go,
maybe
whoa, the key kicking off you.
you're
forgot."
glowing. Maybe just go, no, don't worry
But
about
I think
it."
we're both quite big fans of communication, open communication, you know.
Okay, fine.
Nip something in the bud.
You've got a bit of spinach here.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
How actually?
No, obviously not. You haven't had spinach.
I did for breakfast. I put it in my porridge. I've been trying new
You've had
things.
spinach and cheese porridge. I cheese and spinach porridge. No, yeah.
There was actually a follow-up question as well, which like, would humanity survive if we all spoke our honest thoughts?
Oh, like that Winky Gervais movie. What's it called?
Yeah, it
The
was.
Truth About Lying. No, the
Yeah,
invention
probably
of lying.
Probably would survive.
It would balance it out, wouldn't it? Just like
I think we become nicer over time because the nasty people would get killed in the beginning.
Ooh.
That's just the truth.
And you have to think a bit of
Natural selection would take place,
Yeah.
maybe. If it was forever, for
Mhm.
eternity, you had to be honest. You couldn't help it.
yeah, all the mean people would die out. Their genes would be gone. Oh, Chris
Early
is
on,
fucked, isn't
yeah,
he?
yeah. As soon as Chris, yes, say caveman Chris said something at the campfire,
yeah,
so another caveman would just kill him.
yeah. Ugly
then-
bugly. You're like, come on, Chris.
Yeah,
That's
rip him
my
to
nan. That
shreds,
is.
right? Your nan rips him to shreds, and then Chris doesn't pass that gene on. The likelihood to say ugly bugly. So
Ugly bugly.
there you go.
Did you see the new Will Tennyson video by any chance?
Will
I don't know
Tennyson.
if I know
Oh
who that
yeah, the when he went to South Korea.
Yeah, did you see that?
I did. Yeah.
Did you see about the comments about the fact if someone was noticed if they were overweight,
Yeah.
that actually you would tell someone that they were overweight
Yeah.
because you're actually taking notice of their body, and
Yeah.
you should take it as like a compliment because
Yeah.
they care for you and they don't want you to be.
I found it really interesting because they're in South Korea. It's like it's not illegal, but the video title was the country where it's illegal to be overweight, and it's so normal for people to be like, even if you were to, I would be considered overweight in South Korea, I think.
Shock. No,
because they do it like
Same as here, then, isn't it?
this is a wake up call, mate.
Sure, this is an intervention. Jabber and I pre-planned this one, mate.
Thank you for bringing that up, Jabba. Yes, we need to be getting on with that.
So it's a nice thing, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, they just outright tell them. It's really interesting.
People do say that about like cultures. Like sometimes you hear it on TikTok being like, someone would post a TikTok of their mum being like, "Hey, how's it going? Like, you eating well? You're looking very fat." And they're like, "It's just so normal
Yeah,
in
the
my
mum
culture. It's
just
not the
being like,
same as
"You
everywhere."
look fat, yeah.
Yeah,
You're looking very fat." So yeah,
interesting.
honesty can be the best policy. It also cannot be.
But again, like what is it? I think they've done full studies on really overweight people and shown the difference between support and bullying.
Yeah.
And it really annoys me because you get like Piers Morgan-y type people who go like, no, bring back bullying and bring back fat shaming. This is why people are fat. And we have evidence that shows that being supportive and kind to people is far more effective at getting to lose weight and achieving a healthier weight than bullying. And some people use this kind of like, honesty is the best policy sometimes to just like be a dick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that they can be some of the worst people because it's such a great philosophy to live by that like, honesty is the best policy. Just being open in communication, letting someone know how you feel.
Yeah.
Being like, sometimes people need to, but then sometimes people just do use it to be a dick, don't they?
Yeah, they abuse it. They abuse it.
Is the dress blue and black or white and gold? Jabba, you are loving these internet throwbacks. Jabba's not got social media at the moment, so he's bringing back Yanni and Laurel, red or blue and black dress.
Shock.
Guys, I found this funny meme with Pepe the Frog, back 2016, yeah? That's a dog whistle.
That dress is blue and black.
Yeah, it was blue and black. I can't believe anyone ever saw anything else.
I saw white and gold on one single
It's
day. and then
honestly,
never saw it
it's so white and gold for me.
Shut
Really?
up, is it actually?
Yeah, 100%.
again. It's white and gold for my mum.
That's diabolical.
That's blue and black.
Someone did a cool cartoon of it. Can you do the blue and black dress cartoon with like a really clean colour theory?
There's also this duck and lemonade
That
stand
one,
video I
the one
want
on
to
the
watch.
left. So,
Wow.
those two, which two squares is it that are the same colour? Yeah, so the dress is the same colour on the left as it is on the right, as in the light bit on the left and the dark bit on the right. Do you kind of know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like the
two
right-hand side of the
rectangles, yeah.
dress,
Yeah, I can confirm it's not though.
they're actually the same colour. And so that really helps you see why
it's not.
people are seeing it.
Can you see that does that look like the same colour to you?
It is the same colour, that's the point.
No, but does it look like it to you?
What do you mean?
Do the two rectangles, the bits of dress in those, do they look the same colour to you?
Yeah, but my mind, I think, when I'm joking, yeah, I'm really smart. It's like, no, not at all. My brain is totally convinced they're completely different colors.
Like that blue and that white.
Yeah. And actually go back. Can you go back? Because I think someone's done a thing as well. Sorry, I mean go back to the cartoon thing. I think someone's done a thing where they've drawn a line across.
2 seconds.
Yeah, so go yeah, maybe we should go back to the
That's there.
cartoon. Oh, there you go. That one
one?
on the right.
This one?
Top right, yeah. Click on that. So there's okay, I mean it's kind of the same. I don't know why they've changed the dress. But see what they've done there? They've like drawn a barrier
Yeah.
connecting the two so you can see that it's a consistent color. Just so interesting.
Yeah.
That is confusing.
Helps you visualize it more, doesn't it? That's better with the thing. And so they are the same color.
Yeah.
The blue bit on the left and the white bit on the right. It's just two different shades of light.
Not for me
coming.
though.
Fascinating.
And why are we perceiving different things though? Like, why would I see that as white and gold, and why would you?
Because your
No.
brain is just filling in different information. Like your brain is just going, you're viewing this dress from. So what do you think it is, white and gold?
Yeah.
So it's you're viewing it from this lens in the right hand side of the blue overarching light. Have you seen the Coca-Cola can with no red in it?
No.
This is really cool. Your brain's doing the exact same thing. Look at this.
God, how many of these are there? These different.
Loads, because it is just the fundamental. So that Coke can on the left,
This one?
yeah. And see if you can full screen that.
So
Open image in new tab. About
Oh, no,
two-thirds
what-
down.
what's
We're seeing it from the point of view of a demogorgon, are we?
So this, look, that Coke can really, especially if you blur your eyes, looks red, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's no red in that image. Your brain is going, there's a light blue filter
Oh
on
yeah, I
this.
can see it.
Zoom in.
I can see it. It goes to basically.
It's just
to
white and black.
It's white.
It's white and
Oh.
black squares.
Wait, what?
So can you go even further? Is that as far in as you can go?
No.
Why am my brain making that red then?
Because your brain is going in
knows
this
it's
blue
Coke.
light. We need to cancel out this blue tint,
That's crazy.
and it's plugging in information really intelligently. But yeah, blur your thing, and you're like, oh, I can
Yeah.
see red
If
there.
I blur my eyes, it's black and white. If I look away, if I look directly at it, I can see that it's black and white. If I look at a
yeah,
blue
if you
part,
sort of
it
look
looks red.
around, yeah,
That's
really
so
clever.
weird.
Mental.
Is that because it's Coca-Cola and my brain knows that Coca-Cola's red?
In no small part, that would be because your brain knows that. But I think even without it, because your brain is going, everything in here has this light blue tint. It's still going when it's white. It's having none of this blue bounce back.
It's
That's
crazy
gotta
when
be
I
the
look
red.
at like the other screen that I've got up as well. It automatically goes red.
Yeah.
As soon as I look at the other one, it goes red as well. That's so
amazing.
clever.
Yeah, if you look at the right hand side, the right hand side on the right,
The right-hand side.
the right hand side, the left hand side that's white, it's filling in it as red. Super interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
For audio listeners, you can come and check our YouTube.
Yeah,
channel
for
out,
audio
so-
listeners, go check out the YouTube. We'll just Google it. It is super interesting.
Google it, you idiots.
Yeah.
Let's see, what next question do we have? Okay, this one's from a triangle with an eye. What have you
So-
got for us?
Again, another optical.
Optical?
I guess illusion. Do you think that is in the center? That
I knew
circle?
you were going to ask that. No, I don't.
No,
But I'm going to guess, is it then?
it can't be. That can't be the center of that. That isn't. Oh, in that sense.
Wait, in the center from top to bottom, no, but it is then.
Which means it is.
But as in, like, if you rotate that to the left, that's the circle moves. If that makes sense. If you flip that,
Is that an equilateral triangle? That's what I want to know. I don't think it is it?
It can't be then, actually. If
That's
it's
still
like that.
interesting, though. The fact that,
yeah,
has
I think
gotta
you're
be an
right. I think
isosceles,
I think
isn't it?
that's not an equilateral triangle, which is why that works.
but even so, it does look further up than it does down, but that's just because.
Because I think if you rotate that anti-clockwise once, I think that dot is to the left.
Wow, that's still interesting, though, the fact that is like
But yeah,
midway top to bottom, because it
midway
still
top to
doesn't
bottom, it
look
doesn't
midway
look
top
it,
to bottom.
no.
And if you were to do like a horizontal equivalent as well, that would also be in the center.
Oh yeah, because if you turn your head to like rotate it, you can see that
Yeah, it would be
it's shifted to the side.
bottom right.
That is weird though.
Very weird.
That is top to bottom. Yeah, odd.
God, these illusions, baffling. Would you enter a machine that gives you a perfectly happy, stimulated life, even if none of it is real?
Simulated, just simulated.
Did I say stimulated?
Yeah.
It's simulated,
yeah,
just
sure.
Would
simulated.
you enter a machine that gets the balls as well?
I was thinking that's a really random. Why stimulated? I wouldn't. I feel like you would.
My.
You already are halfway in it, mate.
Well, it feels
When you're
like
in
I'm
that fucking mini golf.
Yeah, when I'm in the MetaQuest or I'm hanging out with you guys, I actually feel like I am. So now what?
Or hanging out with us, guys.
Yeah,
We need to make his life a living
was
misery,
nice.
mate.
it's true.
That was a nice comment.
This feels like
Yeah, but this isn't a machine. This is
ca-
real life.
Yeah, but this can't feel far off. I can't imagine life being much better. Really,
Oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
nice.
Bro, rim job, bro.
we're very lucky.
If
Lucky
Jab would start
people.
rimming you, start rimming you.
I could have some more fruit.
If you put fruit on your thing, think about it.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't do it.
So I don't think I'd leave reality for that because I don't think much would change.
Fair.
But
I
I
wouldn't-
imagine if I was in a really tough, like if all of my family passed away
Mm.
and I had bad spinal damage and couldn't play the sports I love, and I just had loads of things where I was like, this makes my life worse.
Yeah.
The more I consider it, do you know what I mean? Because like,
Yeah.
would you be the same?
I don't think I'd ever go in because I know
Really?
in back of my mind I know it's not real. So it'd
How
be like,
about you get abducted, you get kidnapped by a really evil gang, and they go, "Hey, Batch, for the rest of you've got two choices. One, we're going to put you in this pod. We're going to feed you through a straw, so you're never going to
course.
eat it. You're never going to like feel it go
No.
in, but it's going to be in your stomach, and you're in a sensory deprivation tank for the rest of your life, 50 odd years minimum, and you're just alone with your thoughts. You sleep, you wake up, but you see, hear, feel nothing. Or we can hook you up to this machine where you can see your family and live, and you can be the best content creator in the world and play football and score lots of goals and very stimulated, all this kind of stuff,
Stimulated.
but it's not real. At that point, do you still go, no, keep me in the pitch black sensory deprivation tank for the rest of my life?
I would take the simulated life. You've created a scenario in which I have no choice. What if a gang?
But so this is why I do this, because I think some people, sometimes when I have these conversations, they go, "Oh, well, obviously, if you make it that extreme."
Yeah.
But I think sometimes the point in going to that extreme is to go, well, okay, you say no in current thing, yes in this extreme. So there is a point at which you do say yes. Somewhere along that scale, there still might be a point.
Yeah. Well,
So I might go
yes.
5 days a week you're in that tank and only 2 days you enjoy it. You might say yes. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going
Yeah.
to do it now.
No, because we'll keep going through every
keep
possible
going-
scenario. What if a chipmunk was nibbling on your balls?
That's actually part of my dream, happy, stimulated life, actually. Shrunk down to the size of a hedgehog and eaten every day. Oh, stop.
Stop.
Why's Batch never been invited to Simon Among Us by AI?
That's got to be Al.
Is that
That's
Al
what
or
I was
AI?
It's Al.
It is Al.
thinking. I have been invited, it just wasn't free. So
There you go.
maybe if I'm free for a Sidemen Among Us, I would say yes.
I think I've been invited about 7 times since
Mm.
I've been on, and I just have too much performance anxiety now.
Really? You've
Yeah.
been saying.
I need to, I'm never going to find time for it though. I always go,
Yeah.
I'm going to watch a bunch of Simon Among Us, and then once I understand the game, I'll play and it'll make more sense
Yeah.
and it'll be less frustrating to watch. But then when I have a free Sunday, at no point am I going to, stick on 5 hours of Simon Among Us.
Yeah.
Maybe I
'Cause
need
you
to
want to
microdose
train
and
for
just do
it.
it
Bro,
at lunch or
don't
something.
even train for it.
Once I've fully understood World War
Just
II and
go
World War
for
II
it.
history,
It's better to. But I think it's more entertaining if you don't know what's going on, though. If you're really good at it,
people hate when you're bad. Look at the Simon Among Us subreddit.
only the loud ones
post.
in the comments.
It's true. They're the ones that hurt the most.
The ones with sharp tongues.
Daggers for fingers on keyboards they've got. Are you the same person you were as a child or just psychologically connected to them? Ooh. This is a big, I forget who, there's a philosopher who believes that you die every night when you go to sleep
Yeah, I think I'm a different person. Yeah.
because you just are a different person. And this idea that like, oh, one day I'm going to die is a really scary idea because you're never going to exist again. You right now are never going to exist again.
Yeah, because what makes a person experiences growth.
But does it?
Blank slate. You picture a blank slate of oobleck. Every time you hit it or touch it is an experience you've had.
Why are you getting so quiet?
And then as a child, you haven't had all these experiences you've had now. You're a different person.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't like thinking about this because I don't like the idea that I currently am not going to exist at some point soon.
Why? But you will.
I won't though, not me. It's a different version of me.
I won't though, not me, not him. It will never be him.
Hermione.
No,
Yeah.
but you'll be in there.
No, I won't though. It's
You
not
will.
me. Different cells, different makeup, different thoughts, different lived experiences. That is not me.
That
Like a
motherfucker
waste
is
man.
not real.
Huh?
Act like a waste man.
That's not me.
Nice.
But that
Another 2008 reference from Jabba.
you might like this new version of you though, because it takes everything from you now, added extra good experiences, bad experiences, but still you come out on the other side in a better way.
Sorry, not me.
You prefer this one? Yeah, maybe.
It's just not me.
Okay, I think we might have to move on before he has a crisis.
No, this
He's
actually
actually
freaks me out.
panicking. Let's do the next
Can you try
question.
and figure out what philosopher thinks that you are not the same person? I don't know how you'd even Google this. Click on show more. John Locke argues that you are the same person. Okay, well, it's not him then. Eric Olson says you are the same person. Still not him. David Hume. Shannon expanded on it. I don't think it was Hume. No. Not David either. Never mind. One for
Never
another
mind.
time.
Yeah,
We'll dig
never
into it
mind.
at some point.
Whoever it is isn't the same person anymore anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Terrifying
Let's
though.
face it. Why does that terrify you?
Don't know. Because the idea that we're not gonna exist in a couple of days.
We will.
We won't though. It's not us.
Stop panicking. It's still you thinking, but you're like, oh, I'm different now.
This is horrifying.
No, it's not.
It's the ship of Theseus, but the worst possible outcome for
It's
us.
fine. If no one ever finds out about a bad action and no harm seems to result, was it still wrong? Yeah.
Well, you're saying it was bad. You're defining it as bad and saying
Yeah,
was
if it was
bad.
bad, it's still wrong, yeah.
So let's say we need an example of something where you can go, this was a bad action, but it's not wrong.
All right, what if you lobbed, you lob a bowling ball at an old lady's head, but you just slightly miss. She doesn't realise, no one saw you do it. That's a bad action. No harm resulted. Was it still wrong? Yes, because you were aiming for her head. And also you missed, which is just
But is that wrong?
embarrassing.
I don't
Yeah.
think in my worldview that's wrong.
You don't think it's wrong to throw a bowling ball at someone's head?
If it misses, no.
Even if you miss, it's wrong.
Why?
Because your intentions are bad.
So?
Your intentions are to harm their head. That's
But you
wrong.
didn't. So no harm, no foul.
That's wrong.
No. Bad action. It's a bad intention, but the action itself, a bowling ball went through the air. That's
Still
what
wrong.
happened.
It's still wrong.
No harm
Afterwards,
to-
you still get post bowling ball thrown clarity where you're like, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah, but then that reflects something
It's
else.
bad.
The wrongness is in your mind. You go, you're a sick person for wanting to do that.
Maybe we'll have
Guilt,
to agree to
shame.
disagree.
Maybe.
I thought you'd still think that's wrong.
I think intuitively I'm thinking it's wrong. But
Yeah.
if I'm going like what logically makes sense. This is
It's a wrong
just throwing
thing
me
to
back
do,
to the
though.
Alex O'Connor episode.
It's a wrong thing to do.
Because he would go, oh yeah, emotivism, oh, it's wrong. I don't need to say why, that's just me expressing an emotion. I don't care, I want to think about this one. You know what? No harm was caused. No one suffered. That itself, the bowling ball going through the air wasn't wrong.
Yeah, but the harm isn't what harm being caused isn't what means something is wrong.
Yeah, but I think that's what I judge something wrong as.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that creates bad people.
I think that person's going to be bad regardless or not whether you call it wrong.
Well, if they believe it to be right, because they're like, oh, I missed, that's fine. You should lock them up.
But when
'Cause
they're
they'll do it again, and when they do make contact, they kill someone.
But when they're doing it again, they're doing something wrong because they're going, I'm going to throw this, and the intention is to create harm.
Yeah, but that was their intention with the first throw.
But as in, like, before it, when they go, do I throw this bowling ball at that lady's head? The way they can evaluate whether it's right or wrong is whether it causes harm. And if they go, if I throw this at her head and it hits, that's going to cause harm. I should avoid doing that.
Interesting that you think that.
They'll be going, if they've got the same worldview as me, they go, I'm fine to throw this bowling ball as long as it misses her head.
Yeah, but that's not what they're doing. They want to hit the head. They're aiming for the head.
Yeah, so when they're going, do I do this or not? And they're judging using my worldview whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah, but it's the
They
wrong
go,
choice.
it's wrong. So they shouldn't
Yeah,
throw it. But once they've thrown it and missed,
Once
their
they've thrown it
action
and
of
missed.
throwing a bowling ball at someone's head but missing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the decision to do it is wrong.
It was a
So-
bad decision, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
At
what I'm
the
saying.
time,
So it's
it
wrong.
was wrong.
Yeah.
But this is like the killing baby Hitler, because it's like you don't know what's going to come of it. You can just judge it at the time.
No,
from
because
weighing it up.
you've got the information of baby Hitler. You know that baby becomes Hitler.
Yeah, but we don't know what takes its place.
Whereas
whether
you
it's
don't know
better
where
or
that
worse.
bowling ball lands. Your aim is to hit the head.
Yeah, you're trying.
That's wrong.
Fair enough. Next question.
I think that's it, actually.
That's it.
Yeah, and we've got the game at the end as well.
Ooh,
Nice.
we've got saying the same word as Jabba game. again.
Oh, Jabba, wabba, wabba.
The one where
Okay,
he
go on,
caught me
Jabba.
on ATV on the last one.
Okay.
So just explain at the bottom there.
Okay, so read this out.
All right. Don't say what I say. It's Jabba's game. It's simple. You'll be given a topic and don't say the same thing as what Jabba has written down. For example, a friend's character. I might say Joey, but if he's got Joey written down, I'm out. If he's got Phoebe written down, I'm through to the next
What
question.
the hell is beneath this number one?
You'll see soon.
That's his
Okay.
ACL. Okay, we're ready.
Right. Don't say the same thing as me. A Prem football team.
When do we say it?
Ooh.
Now. Oh yeah, we do
Yep,
say it now,
you
don't
can
we?
go straight.
Brighton and Hove Albion.
Tottenham.
You're all good, and you're all good.
Oh, he didn't even say Tottenham.
A prime colour.
Wait, what was your? Can you tell us your club?
Of course. Sorry, my bad. It was Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Oosh. All right.
Okay, a colour.
Yeah, a colour.
A prime colour.
Yeah,
Has to be prime.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Okay, yellow.
Wait, a primary colour. Prime. What do you mean prime? Like
Primary colour.
the drink or primary colour?
Primary colour, right?
In terms
Not
of light or
prime.
paint.
Well, a prime colour would be.
One of the 7 in the rainbow.
Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, it would
primary
be. Yeah,
colour.
yeah.
Okay. Because in light, when you add light up, it adds together. In paint, it takes away. So you mix all the colours of
I'm
light.
pitching primary colour.
You mix all the colours of light.
Yeah.
You get all of them once it's white.
Yeah.
You mix all the paints.
Brown.
The red is absorbing everything other than the red. The blue is absorbing everything other than the blue. All of a sudden, you get nothing. It's dark. So what are we saying? Out of the seven, should we just do the 7?
Pick a colour.
The 7 in the rainbow.
7 colours of the rainbow. Yeah.
Okay. Violet.
Are we safe?
Am I done?
Yes.
No way!
He's done with
Got
violet.
Yeah.
No!
After all that. No.
All that?
No. Am I all right with yellow?
Goodness.
Oh, yeah, I've got to
Already?
be. It's
You've got to
violet.
be.
All right, next up.
A sport with the word ball in it.
Australian football.
Yeah, all good. I had handball. An Asian capital.
Asian capital. Tokyo.
Yep, I had Islamabad.
Okay, I would never have had that.
I thought you were going to go weird. I was trying to get Arthur with that kind of.
No, tap me back in. Tap me back in. Can we not just play and see how many times we say the same thing as you and then they lose?
No, you're out, Sam.
You're out,
So
mate.
boring. No, 'cause I'm going to watch anymore.
A subject at school.
DT.
Yeah, good. I had biology.
Nice.
A phone company.
Hawaii.
Yeah, all good. I had
Hawaii is a crazy way of saying that.
Yeah.
What is it?
Huawei.
Hawaii.
I don't know.
Who are
Actually, to be fair, I don't even know if that's how I pronounce it, but I think Hawaii's definitely wrong.
I had Nokia.
Okay.
A scorer of the Sidemen charity match.
Nah, because if I say me, it's going to be the same thing when you said ATV and got done for. All right, scorer of the Sidemen's charity match. Toby.
Were you about to go Mini Minter?
No, Toby.
Oh, I had Mini Minter.
I did almost say Mini Minter and then I changed to
He
Toby.
does as
Yeah.
well.
A Disney movie.
A Disney movie.
Yeah.
You guys are having so much fun.
Oh, that's Brother Bear.
Okay, yeah, I'd Snow White. A type of biscuit.
A type of biscuit. Dark chocolate digestive.
Yeah, ginger nut.
Oh, both
Would you
great
call me?
McVitie's snacks.
Talking about ginger nuts, a famous redhead. Penultimate one.
Famous redhead Ed Sheeran.
You're out.
No,
Oh, why would you go for that?
Because he's a famous
Of
Of
redhead.
all redheads.
And
I
the
could
last one
tell.
was chicken or the egg. So that would have been a 50-50. So yeah, I would have gone egg too.
Oh.
So.
Oh,
Famously
so
came
been out
first as
twice.
well.
Right, to end it all, here is a toodaloo.
A 2-person toilet. That's
Is that
perfect.
a pun for you saying goodbye to Dalu?
Exactly that.
Okay.
Oh
But it's
my
a-
God.
But it's a real thing. This is a real
We've got to
thing.
put 4. We've got to do 4 of those in a Friends from Work video.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty
wait.
good design.
Oh God, think of the pattern if there were 4.
Yeah,
What?
Baby Hitler's back.
If there were 4 toilets, why would Baby Hitler?
Bro,
be there?
look at what that's the half of the worst symbol ever.
Just
probably.
for audio listeners as well, this is 2 toilets that are next to each other, in which people can use as a couple. I would never use one of these.
No. Yeah, there shouldn't ever be a time where you both need to poo as well. Anyway,
Well,
right?
what if you both had Taco Bell?
what do you mean by that?
don't know. no,
There
no.
should never be a time.
Well, if you'd poo in your morning shower like most people do,
Ugh!
and then you just squish it down the drain, there's no.
You can't poo and then shower or shower then poo. That's both messed up.
You do it while showering. That's why.
That's horrible.
You can use your
Alright.
toes to
That's a
poke it
PewDiePie
down.
moment. He famously did that.
No, he
He
didn't.
pooped in the shower and stamped it down.
That's why it's called poopy pie. You know.
Right,
All right, we should
well,
end it here.
we solved everything for you guys again. Now what?
Now we say goodbye.
Now you've got to solve something for us. What? The subscribe button says subscribe rather than subscribed for some of you.
Explain that.
Solve it. Change it. Hit that like button. Rate us 5 stars on audio platforms.
And what emoji?
Join the Patreon for early access to episodes. That's pretty much all we can promise these days.
Drop
But
the
it's really good fun in there, I'm sure.
hedgehog emoji. How about that? Drop the hedgehog.
think there
emoji.
is one.
Hedgehog. There is.
Make one.
How about a hedge, so any green plant, and then a pig emoji?
All right. If you haven't got a hedgehog,
Hedgehog.
do that. Hedgehog.
Or maybe there is a
Yeah,
hedgehog emoji.
just make a hedgehog if there isn't one.
One of the two.
I think there is one. I'm a emoji expert.
Well, we'll have to find out. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Bye.